All right, let's take a live look outside over Herman Park. The Houston Zoo closed early today because of the weather. Hey, the animals are doing well, though. It's going to be a messy drive home for a lot of people. David Paul and Tim Pandajis bringing us team weather coverage. What you need to know about the next 48 hours. Let's kick things off with Tim.
All right, good afternoon. You know, we've had a lot of heavy rain across the area so far this afternoon, and out in western areas, out by Sugar Land, Rosenberg, Richmond, widespread yellows, oranges indicating moderate to even heavy rainfall, and it's not just isolated to there. It's widespread. In fact, along into the west of I-45 has seen the heaviest of the rain so far today. It's trying to work its way on off towards the east. In fact, our weather tracker right now, you can see, is out in the Rosenberg area. You can see the live look there from the camera showing wet roadways, and you're going to encounter that all across the area this afternoon for your ride home as we're seeing that stream up from the south lifting off to the north. In and around downtown Houston, a little bit of a break right now in terms of the heaviest rainfall. It's just off towards the west southwest. Bel Air right now, Mission Bend getting back in on that heavier rain. You see a line of very heavy rainfall through the Sugar Land area, and then as you head back farther to the south along the coastline, you got more rain there. In southern Montgomery, northern Harris, you're also getting into some of that heavy rain. Magnolia, Tomball, Conroe, Spring, all heavy rain for you right now right along the I-45 corridor. How much rain have we already seen today? Well, since midnight, look at Pandajis, over 5 inches of rain, 1.5 at Columbus, nearly 3 inches at College Station. That's a brand new daily rainfall record out by College Station, 0.4 at Bush already. And January overall has been rather wet. We've seen 8.7 inches. The average is 3.6. 5 inches above average. So that places us at number 5 wettest January on record. Now, all the rain today is just going to help us climb that list, likely ending up at either number 3 or number 4 wettest on record. Now, David, we do have several more hours of this rain on the way, and then we have more rain on the way for later on this week, too.
Boy, it's going to be interesting, not only this evening, but the next couple of days. And you mentioned this earlier, Tim. The upper level low, the parent storm system of today's rainmaker, is still here, way out to the west near San Angelo. You can see the twist in the atmosphere at 18,000 feet. As long as we're to the east of that center, we continue on the wet side of the storm system. And as we head deeper into the evening, we go into 10 o'clock tonight. There's the center of the storm still near San Antonio. We're still on the east or wet side of that going into 10 o'clock. So rain continues deep into the evening. It's not until after midnight into tomorrow morning that the center of that low moves out over the Gulf, finally putting us on the drier side of that system. So several more wet hours to go. At least so far we've avoided any type of emergency weather. That's good. A lot of widespread light to moderate rain through 6 o'clock expected across the area. There are a few pockets of heavier rain we'll have to watch for. By 9 o'clock, still wet across all of southeast Texas. But notice we go into midnight tonight, and you really can see how the rainfall coverage forecast begins to taper down. Perhaps still some heavy rain El Campo to Palacios. And then after midnight, the rain really comes to an end as that low finally moves out over the Gulf of Mexico, and we get on the dry side of that thing. Then we turn to the end of the week and the cold weather and the snow potential. This is Thursday by 8 o'clock, and we may see some heavier pockets of sleet and snow moving into Texas. At the moment, it still looks likely to see cold rain, but maybe our northwest counties going into Thursday evening could see a little bit of sleet. So how much more rain are we going to see this evening? Computers suggest that out in our western counties, we could still see 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Columbus to Wharton, maybe up to 2 inches in some of those heavier pockets. But as far as Harris County, models now suggest maybe an additional 1/2 inch of rain this evening. And then after that, things will begin to taper down after midnight, as we showed you. And then all eyes will turn to the change in the upper level pattern, which should allow that cold air to come south and that front to push through. And then, Tim Pandajis, things are going to get cold, and Texas may be dealing with some significant winter weather.
Yeah, but before that cold gets here, the bright side of the forecast is we get warm for a few days. Temperatures tomorrow and Wednesday well above average in the low to mid 70s. And then we go off a cliff down to 37 on Thursday in the afternoon. That's nearly a 40-degree drop from Thursday to Wednesday to Thursday. And then as we look at future track here, you can see that cold air sagging in on that Arctic front, bringing with it rain and even some sleet pellets here by Thursday afternoon and evening.